Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Luke Beynon of Beynon Stringer VR. And Luke, really just tell us in your own words what you do, what your company does, and how long you've been doing
Yeah.
this for.
Right. So I'm Luke Beynon, co-founder of Beynon Stringer VR. Uh, we are a VR specialist studio working out of Cornwall. We work with architecture studios and real estate companies to build them experiences or tools to assist them. With architecture studios, it's any phase of development, where it's pre-construction, pre-planning, or then goes to construction phase. And then yeah, I mean, we're open to working with all industries, but that is our niche. That is what we've been doing for 6 years. Um, we I started out of university with my best mate Adam Stringer. He's my business partner. We started freelancing. We worked on some really great projects throughout that time. 2019, we started Project 2 VR. That lasted probably about 6 months due to some complications, and then COVID hit. And then, but that gave us time to figure out what we really wanted for the company, what we wanted for ourselves, and then in September 2020, we co-founded Beynon Stringer VR, and well, that's our story for the moment.
That's just story for a moment. That's a good story so far. It's a really good story. And obviously my children's been into VR, with gaming and everything as well.
Mm.
So how did you transfer that the VR system into the architecture industries
Mm.
there? Yeah, I
Well,
like
we,
that story.
we have a background in game development. That's what we went to university for. That's what we studied, me and Adam, until the third year when we did something different. But it uses the same tools as gaming does. Unreal Engine, that's what we use. Unity sometimes. Um, we to to gamify architecture, you gotta think how can you make it fun instead of just walking around an apartment or something. So
Yeah.
you implement customization. These tools help people sell the apartments as well. So you implement customization. You give them the ability to give their customers a chance to visualize what their future home may be. You give them furniture to place around in a realistic environment. So you gotta make things entertaining for people. So that's what we try to do, at least for real estate. When it comes to our architecture studios, we aim for realism. That's our main goal: realism, and how can we assist these studios in evolving their plans and ideas. We give them the ability to experiment to different fields of furniture, to completely different designs, and yeah, that's what we do.
That's wonderful. And I was going to ask you, you did a little about during COVID, that actually, I guess, help you, to think about and okay, where we're going to go with this, this
Mm.
business there. But I mean, other than that area of COVID, I mean, did you have any other challenges?
I
Uh,
mean,
yeah, and in that period, and how did you overcome them?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it completely dried everything up.
Really?
Yeah, completely for us at least. And I'm sure plenty of other people had the ability to work, but we had no ability to work through COVID whatsoever. So that's why we just focused on what we wanted for the future of the business. We want the ability to have creative freedom. So we just ended up putting everything in place to give us the ability, once out of COVID, to reach new clients or old clients. And yeah, I mean, we yeah, we just didn't have anything to do during COVID, so we just planned and created everything for the business. So
Mm, mm.
yeah.
Well, I guess, speaking to some of your business leaders about the COVID period, and it gave them chance to plan and
Yeah.
kind of like realign, and assess everything, take stock, which is great. And it's a great outcome now for you.
Yeah. I mean, we're slowly getting back to where we should be for clients, and the future looks good for us. So
Yeah.
it's going to be an exciting time ahead. So yeah.
Great. And, speaking of clients, who are your biggest clients?
Well, for the most part, it was plenty of French studios. We did a lot of work in France.
All right. Okay.
We worked with a lot of we did three of our biggest well, two of our biggest projects were in France. They were the ECLA University, and the Tony Parker Academy, which was Academy for NBA star Tony Parker. And then one of our biggest ones was for an architectural studio based out of Monaco that was doing a reconstruction of the local area for one of the port areas. And yeah, they were our biggest clients, so it's just about reconnecting with them for
Yes.
this year, and yeah, so a lot of work in France.
Wow, wow, great. And fast forward now to present day now, what would you say are some of your challenges now you're facing as we are
Mm.
kind of like easing out of this COVID period? But so what are the challenges you're facing now, and how you're sort of like overcoming those challenges?
Yeah, so besides from obviously getting clients, it's marketing, it's getting ourselves out there.
Yeah.
We we never got the chance to show our previous works just
Mm.
because we were busy. So this year is just focused on marketing, getting ourselves out there,
Yeah.
um, to our previous clients and to future clients. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And what are some of your greatest learnings so far, as a business leader for you?
Mm. Um, Probably, I'm sure you get this a lot, but it's patience.
All
It,
right, come
you,
on. Expound about it. I'd like to hear this. Yeah.
you have to have patience. Things just won't come. They just you could be this close to getting a contract, and then it just vanishes. So you have to have patience, and I would say don't be afraid to fail either, because
Mm.
you're gonna fail, and you'll get the greatest lessons from those moments of failure. Uh, I know I have. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
biggest learns, I'd say.
Come on, come on. And I think what you're just saying, and there's been like inspirations just from failure. To see failure as a learner.
Mm.
But what's been inspiring you as a business leader?
I'd say so many things inspire me, where it's just uh, the future of our company, or the next generation of technology, or Cornwall itself. Cornwall is such a it's filled with so many talented people. It has a way of inspiring you. It's um, but yeah, everything inspires me really. It's hard not to be inspired by everything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on, come on. And what are some of the, I guess, your quotes? I know sometimes quotes inspire people, what people say, and those really golden nuggets there. Have you been so like inspired by like any quotes from different business leaders or people, or you've been following?
Well, I know that Elon Musk said something about, well, paraphrasing it, but I'm pretty
Okay,
sure he
go
said
for it.
something about failure isn't an option. So it sort of inspired me in reverse, saying, failure, it very much is a chance, and it's not the be end all if you do fail, because you can learn. But other than that, it's Stoic philosophy that inspires me, from the ancient Greeks and stuff like that. It's yeah, I I just I don't pay much attention to what other people are doing
Yeah.
in a in that sense. at least business leaders, it's just I just knuckle down and try and get on with things.
That's good. And rewind back now when you first started. If we had to start all over again, right, from day one, yeah, what would you do differently?
I would I would try to be more vocal about mistakes that I saw but never did anything about. That's probably the biggest one, because I was never very vocal about anything really. So when I did see mistakes, I just kept quiet. It probably had a detrimental impact into what we did, but yeah, I'd just be more vocal, chase after clients instead of let let them try to find you, or it's yeah, that's probably what I'd do differently.
Yeah, good, good. And if you were to, um, you said being vocal, and that's something that you would do differently. What advice would you give to an 18-year-old if they want to start their own business? They're like thinking they were like, okay, look, I'm looking to start this. What advice can you give to me?
Be be confident in your knowledge and your skills, and don't let anyone tell you you can't do it, because you can. It just takes a lot of hard work. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
People, mentors or teachers, they'll give you advice, but it's not always the best advice. So
Okay.
just go with your gut
Yeah.
and just chase it.
Just chase it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. Great.